Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, because today we're doing, you just got your Apple Watch. What should you do? We are working with the Apple Watch Ultra today. We have the natural titanium in all of its glory. You're gonna set up Apple Pay, absolutely, because tapping your watch on our contactless reader just looks so certified. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna gosh, I make myself laugh. You're gonna optimize your battery, of course. If you haven't watched the 2 previous videos already, you're gonna need to do that, please and thank you, because there's some tidbits in there that I'm not gonna mention in this video. The first thing you're absolutely gonna do is you're gonna create some watch faces. So you can do a lot of the things that I'm talking about on your iPhone, but the Apple Watch is the feature, so we're gonna do it on the Apple Watch. So we're gonna tap our screen, we're gonna hold down the watch face, and then we're gonna slide to the left, and you're gonna see something that says new. We're gonna hit plus. You're gonna see all of the Apple Watch faces that are available to you. So there are loads. Have at it, have some fun, go crazy, do what you've got to do. But we are actually gonna hit new watch faces. And what's nice about the photos that you take, let's say they're portrait mode, the time can actually go behind some of these pictures, which is kind of nice. We're gonna use California. So we're gonna, it gives you some detail about the watch face. That's really nice. Add face, let's customize it. So swiping, I can choose my dial, so a circle or out. Thing is, I can see the widgets here, so I think I'm gonna like the widgets more. So let's do dial, and then let's choose the color. We can choose so many different colors that is available to us. I'm going to pick, this one is kind of cool. Let's choose that one. And then we're gonna see complications. So here we can just pick, it's basically like a widget on your Apple Watch. So let's do air quality as a widget. And here we have the temperature as a widget. Here we have the timer as a widget. And here we have the activity as a widget. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the colors that I've chosen. I'm gonna hold down on my screen, and that's that. That's my new Apple Watch face. Now, contrary to your iPad and your iPhone, and I'm sure your Mac, you can't connect your focus mode to your Apple Watch face. That I don't think you can do, but if you can, let me know in the comments below. Another thing that I want you to do, new to watch OS 11, is your smart stack. So you can either use your dial to swipe up like that, or you can just literally just swipe up from the bottom of your screen, and here you have your smart stack. So here I've added walkie-talkie, an activity, and my messages. Walkie-talkies, while we're on the topic, so cool. I was speaking to someone who was in America, and we were walkie-talkieing like we was on the phone, yeah? Walkie-talkie is 10 out of 10, would recommend, yeah? So if you don't have that, and you have a bestie, or you have a significant other, or you just have an other, you need to have this enabled. I have to tell you though, give an example. My cousin was at church, right? And she had her walkie-talkie enabled. So like her do not disturb wasn't on, and you know, cinema mode wasn't on. And I blurted out, "Good morning!" And it came out in the service. So be mindful that that can actually happen. Yeah, cool. If you don't want walkie-talkie on, you can either go into the app itself and disable it, or you can click your side button and, you know, enable cinema mode right here, right there. And then it shouldn't blurt out. But cool, you have your smart stack. So you hold down, and here you can remove, you just press the red button here to remove anything that you don't want, and you can replace it, and you can pin different widgets. So I've pinned the smart stack, my calendar, the weather, and the activity. Don't watch the activity too much. You know, the day's not done, we still have time, yeah? Cool. And then there's some medications that you can add, and then you also have some widget suggestions. So you can just choose between whatever you use the most. So something I 100% recommend for you to enable. And what most people have their Apple Watch for is their ECG, their heart rate. You have the Apple Watch Ultra 2 or Series 10, the sleep apnea monitoring. But make sure to go into those apps and enable it. So let's go into where all the apps are. You can have it as a list, or you can have it more bubbles. Totally up to you. And you can hold it down and move stuff wherever you want to as well. Hold it down and move it. But I like the format that I've chosen, so I'm going to leave it like this. But here are all the different monitoring apps. So here we have cycle tracking, we have our ECG, we have our heart rate, and we have blood oxygen. So it will take you through all of the tips and tricks for the optimal position of your hand when it's doing all of the analytics. But make sure you set that up, especially if you are setting up for someone who's a bit older. Very important to have that on, because there have been many news stories about how the Apple Watch has been saving people's lives, especially if they have fall detection enabled. If somebody falls and they don't respond physically, it will start calling 911, emergency services, 999, and they come straight to your door. So good, so good, so good. While we're on the topic of apps, we are gonna personalize your move rings. So I'm gonna hit activities, and I'm gonna swipe down, and I'm gonna hit the plus or minus sign down here, and you can change your goals for the day, or you can change your schedule altogether. Here I've given you an example of what it could look like for you. So 350 calories a day is what you want to lose at minimum, and then on the weekends maybe you're moving a little bit less or a little bit more. You can change that as well, so you can change it individually, or you can have it set for all of the days. Totally up to you. You do that by pressing the button up here. Daily, it will be like, cool, every day this is what it's going to be, and then schedule different days for different things, and then you press set schedule. Have to do that. I've heard Apple Fitness Plus is really cool as well, so if that's something that you're into, you enable that ideally on your phone because you'll have more things, but you can enable it on your watch as well, or the Nike Run Club or the Nike Fitness Run Club app that they have as well. You can set that up on your Apple Watch. Cool. So if you have an Apple Watch Ultra or Apple Watch Ultra 2, you're gonna have your action button that is on the side of your watch. We're gonna go into our settings, scroll down to where it says action button. I currently have my action button set to a shortcut, but you can have it set to workout, stopwatch, waypoint, backtrack, dive, torch, voice memo, translate, accessibility, recognize music, so Shazam, or nothing at all. You can hold to turn it on and it will activate the siren. I'm not gonna do that here because we don't need to call any emergency services. One thing you must do is, if you can't find your phone, you're gonna go into your control center on the Apple Watch Ultra by pressing the side button, and then you're gonna click this button here. Then it's gonna find your phone for you. And you can do the same thing if you can't find your Apple Watch, let's say it's actually not on your wrist. You can do the same thing in your control center on your iPhone. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. Also, what you're going to want to do is unlock your Apple Watch with your iPhone and vice versa. Let's just say my Apple Watch was dead, charged it, slapped it back on my wrist, forgot to unlock my Apple Watch. So I'm just wandering around the streets. It's not catching any of my activity because it's locked. I unlock my phone, it will automatically unlock my watch too. Please enable that. While we're in that settings area, you're gonna wanna do the same thing. So for example, if you're wearing a mask or your face is covered somehow, but you're wearing your Apple Watch, your watch can unlock your phone. So please do that in your settings as well. You can also unlock your Mac with your Apple Watch. Please go into your Mac settings, type in Apple Watch. I can't actually remember from the top of my head. And then it will enable you to unlock your Apple Watch with your Mac. If all of your Apple devices are signed into the same iCloud account, obviously. I actually found out that people don't like their watch always being on. That was a shock to me. So perhaps you're one of those people. You're gonna go into your settings, you're gonna scroll down until you see display and brightness, and then you're gonna tap always on, and it will allow you to disable your always on display. So if you like your screen to be black, and every time you turn your wrist up, it will turn on. You can do that here. When your always on is on, you can see the things that are shown on the screen. And if you don't like that, you can disable it here. So good. But me personally, I like my Apple Watch to be always on. It does use a little bit more battery. I don't care. It's an Apple Watch Ultra, it will be all right. But if you don't have an Apple Watch Ultra, you have a Series 10, I get it. Or a Series 9, I get it. Or a Series 8, I get it. Or a Series 6, I get it. Do you know what I mean? There are also some apps on your iPhone that can actually run on your Apple Watch. So this one, you're actually going to have to go into your iPhone, into your Apple Watch app, and you'll see at the bottom the different apps that are on your iPhone that you can actually run on your Apple Watch. So make sure you have a look to see what's compatible. For example, I have a smart home app. Within that smart home, I have some bulbs and some lights and some stuff. That app is on here, so I can actually turn lights on and off on my watch, which is cool. But if you want a more in-depth, different video where I explain what apps I have on my Apple Watch, that's gonna be in a separate video. The last thing that you're gonna do, if not the most important thing that you're gonna do, is you're gonna get 1,000,001 bands for it. You have to have a band for each of your outfits. So this one I have a clear case on, you know. I have gotten a lot of compliments from it. But I also have, you know, the one that came in the box, the basic Apple Watch Ultra one. I also have some sport bands. I have some solo loops. I just have loads. So make sure you fill your wardrobe up with the correct straps depending on the outfit that you're wearing. Please and thank you. Thank you so much for pulling up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, like. Bye.